Alright, for this video I am going to show you how to install the Mac OS X operating system using Vmware Workstation 5.5. You may go to Vmware's Workstation's website and download Vmware Workstation for a 30-day trial, or you can purchase it. It's $39.95. So once you install it, launch it up. Wait for it to load. Depending on the speed of your machine, it might take a little while longer. Okay, close that. Drag this over. Now you need to set up a new project. I'll go in and set it up for you. Click New, File, New Virtual Machine. Welcome to the new Virtual Machine Wizard. You click Next. Click Custom. Click Next. Click New Workstation 5. Click Microsoft Windows. Now for the Mac OS X86, you can get that off of a torrent site or from a friend. It will be it'll say Tiger X86 BZ2, but just look around. But if you've got the x86 image, you need to click Linux and then click Other Linux, second from the bottom. That will help increase the speed. You click Next. You type in whatever the name you want it. For this, I'll just put Tiger Mac OS X. Click Next. Actually, you click Browse, and you browse to the directory where you save, well, you extracted the BZ2 image to. So I've put it in the Mac OS X, excuse me, and then the Tiger right there. So click OK. Click Next. You'll get this. The specific location appears to contain existing virtual machine. Just click Yes. It is alright. Number of processors. If you're running 64-bit hyper-threading processors, you can click 2. See, your host does not have a specified number of processors. That means I'm not running hyper-threading. But if you are running hyper-threading, I advise doing that. It runs a lot smoother. Click 1. Figure out how much memory you have. Now don't go all the way up here if you don't have that much memory. You will not be able to power on the virtual machine if you do that. I keep mine around 256. Click Next. For the network part, you don't set that up. You can set that up a later time. Click Do Not Use Network Connection. Now if you go to your control panel, then go to Network Connections, you'll notice this is here, Vmware Network Adapter. That is the virtual network adapter used to run the network on Vmware, so you can access the internet. But for during this, just click Do Not Use. On ID adapter, mine says a TAPI because that is the hard drive I am using. SCSI adapters, put bus logic. Click Next. Click Use an existing virtual disk. Do not click Create a new one, because once you extract it, you will have a virtual disk. Click Next. Click Browse. Select the virtual disk you extracted. I renamed mine to My Virtual Machine because I reconfigured the config file, but yours will say Mac OS X, I think, or it'll say Tiger X86 / flat. But it should automatically bring up right here. If you selected where you extracted to, it'll be the only one listed. Click Open. Click Finish. Now you'll get a tab at the top with all your listings of all your programs and all that. Now, for the purpose of this, I've already made one earlier, and I'll go back to that one. You click Start this virtual machine. And depending on how fast your computer is, this may take a couple seconds, may take a couple minutes, could take 20 minutes. Alright, you'll get Vmware install. Wait for it to go to start up. Now it is running a little bit slow on mine because I am recording this video, so taking up part of my memory. Alright, now I disabled the floppy drive earlier. You will not get this error as long as you set it up that way. But I disabled it for the purpose of I do not use a floppy drive for the virtual. Click F1 to resume. You'll get this come up. Press a key when that comes up. Now this is where the part gets difficult. If you're running an Intel processor, to get the speed problem, to fix your speed boost, you need to type platform equals x86 PC. X and the PC part are all in caps. Now, if you like a specific resolution, if you do not use the standard default resolution of 800 by 600, you can set this resolution by typing in quotations graphics mode, then in the quotation equals, and if you, let's say you want to do 124 by 768 with a 32-bit refresh rate, you type 1024 by 768 by 32 and into quotation. The 124 is by 768 is the resolution, and then the last part is 32 is the bit that you want the refresh rate. Hit enter, and if you have set it up right and you did not get a corrupt copy, you should get something like this. This is the Vmware Mac OS X booting up. Now, after a couple minutes, depending on this all depends on how fast your computer is. And prior to doing this, you need to download a tool. It's called CPU-Z. You can look on Google for it, and make sure your processor is at least SSE2 or SSE3 compatible. If you do not do that, you will not be able to do this. You won't even be able to get this far. But you'll get this spinning. Now some people have gotten this spin and it has just stayed like this forever. If you enter that platform equals x86 PC that we did earlier, it should boot up without a problem. Now I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but there sounds like a fan noise in the background. That's my computer. It's the fan, so that won't happen for you. Usually it boots up a lot quicker, but I have the video recording software running, so that is slowing down my computer, so that's why it's taking a second. Now if you have a really fast processor and have a lot of RAM, even yours will go, as long as you're not running a video recording software like I am to make this video, this will go around a lot quicker and it will load within a couple of seconds. But my processor, the machine I am running on right now, does not have that fast processor, so we'll just have to make do with what we got. This is just to prove that it can be booted up in Vmware and how to set it up. Alright, it's loading now there. It won't take nearly at all like that. It's just, if you don't try running other applications while you are running the Mac OS X, you'll come up to something like this. Now if you click on the screen, you'll get control of the mouse inside of it. You'll get Mac OS X. Scroll down over here a little bit. Alright, in a couple seconds or so it should say starting Mac OS X. It'll go across here and it'll bring up my Mac OS X. There it is. Now for the purpose still, let me make sure I repeat this. This will load a lot quicker on your system because whatever system you're running on, because I am running the video recording software, it's slowing down the system and the Mac virtual machine, but it will run a lot quicker once you get it installed. Okay, this is the wallpaper I switched earlier. I'll wait for everything to load so you can see all of it. I'm going to move this over a little bit. Now this is one of the wallpapers that come by default within the Mac operating system, that tiger image. They have other ones including a fish in an aquarium. There's my dock at the bottom. When you first install this, it will be a lot bigger with animations and all that, but I have turned mine off. Okay, see. Alright, there we go. Now click here. I have control of my Mac operating system. And I'll come over here and launch this part up. Take a second. Mac. I'll bring up about this Mac. But I've installed Microsoft Messenger, Terminal. There's my hard drive. I got a network folder. Just bringing up this about this Mac so you can see what it says. This says Intel Pentium 4 CPU, 3.77 gigahertz, 320 megabytes of RAM, and there's the Mac OS X. You can run software updates, install Mac software, Firefox, Microsoft Messenger, Yahoo. You can install just like you would on a regular Mac. And now there is a feature. Let me show you that. Get all this. There is a feature right up here. If you click View Full Screen, it'll make this Mac full screen so you can see all of it. But for the purpose of this, I cannot do that because it would lock up on this. Alright, well that's installing it. Now the file you download, if you download the Tiger BZ2 image, that file is 1.5 gigabytes in size. But once you extract it, it becomes about 7 gigabytes in size. So you do need some hard drive space for this. But that's the install of Mac OS X in Vmware Workstation 5.5. Till the next episode, have a good day.